What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I guess you can't say I didn't warn you. And let me tell you the news, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. Floyd Mayweather says a rematch with Manny Pacquiao at the time is off because Pacquiao is a sore loser and a coward. That's what Mayweather said in an interview with Jim Gray. Also, it was reported by Sports Illustrated. Now, this is a direct quote. Floyd Mayweather said, "Did I text Stephen A. Smith and say I will fight him again? Yeah, but I changed my mind. At this particular time, no, because he's a sore loser and he's a coward. If you lost, accept the loss and say, Mayweather, you were the better fighter." Mayweather also continued by saying, "I'm not going to buy into the bull, and I don't want the public to buy into the bull. He lost. He knows he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him after all of this." They asked him if he had any indication of Pacquiao's injury. Absolutely not. He was fast. His left hand was fast. His right hand was fast. And he was throwing them both fast and strong. Excuses, excuses, excuses. And then, like I said, he said he's not going to do the rematch. I cannot say I am surprised one bit. First of all, a lot of people who hate Mayweather, they don't recognize his patterns. He's very easy to read. He likes to be in power and A-side and all this. He's not going to give you what you want. He's not going to give you a rematch when he feels you're taking it like this. And I don't blame him one bit. The fact of the matter is, if you look at the demeanor of Pacquiao, and some people, you guys have to learn to think in boxing. Fuck race, fuck emotions, and those different things that fuel a lot of people and analyze the situation. Pacquiao lost. Mayweather nullified a lot of Pacquiao's best weapons. And this is what he always does. This is no surprise. This is why when I made my prediction, listen, I'll try to put clips at the end of the video. I was telling you the game plan. I was telling you what was going to happen. And I've told people for 5 years. And people didn't listen. The problem lies with the fact that the public, the media, they bought into Pacquiao being this messiah, this God-fearing man, and was going to deliver, God was going to deliver Mayweather into his hands. And he had this style to trouble Mayweather. They were saying, oh, Mayweather can't neutralize Pacquiao. He's too strong, too powerful, too quick. He's going to outwork Mayweather. When none of this happens and you put all your eggs in one basket, this is the aftermath. Excuses. I've told people, I don't care if the injury is true or false. Either way, it's Team Pacquiao's fault. Bob Arum and Top Rank are saying this has been an ongoing issue with the shoulder. Yet, he beat guys like Clottey, Margarito, and all of this. They said this injury has been on and off since 2008, but you didn't get it taken care of for whatever reason. So the more they talk, the worse it gets for them. If this has been a problem since 2008 and you've had dry spells like after you got knocked out by Marquez, right? And you had a year plus layoff before you fought Brandon Rios. Now you lose to Mayweather, and within a week, there's pictures of you in a sling and you've already completed surgery. So if it was that easy of a process where you can have it done and already in recovery mode within days, and this has been an issue since 2008, one, why does the public never known about this, even after Pacquiao's victories? I understand maybe not telling people all your weaknesses in a training camp, but if this has been a recurring issue since 2008, how come it was never a problem? We knew about the leg cramps and everything else that were potential Pacquiao weaknesses, but we didn't know about this one, right? And again, the shoulder injury, I just told you guys, he already did the shoulder injury. So it's been an issue since 2008. It's now 2015, and we're just now hearing about it after he loses. That's not respectable. Again, any way you slice it, whether it's fabricated and it's exaggerated or a lie, then that's obviously garbage, you know what I'm saying? If you're lying about an injury, right? But if it's true, it's still Team Pacquiao's fault, period. You didn't fill out the questionnaire correctly. You didn't disclose that you had an injury and get the fight postponed. And a lot of people, this is the only answer to that I've heard. Pacquiao did not want to postpone because Mayweather wouldn't have fought him if that was the case, right? But the same people were the ones that said for 5, 6, 7 years, Mayweather is scared of Pacquiao and he'll never fight him anyways. So again, I want to talk facts. Talk to me about facts. I don't care about speculation because speculation has gotten a lot of people nowhere. They speculated this fight would never happen. And one day Mayweather shows on his Shots app, hey, I'm fighting Pacquiao. Even though the evidence that this fight could happen was there. They met up at the Miami Heat game. There's video of them in a hotel. People still said and speculated that this fight still ain't going to happen because Mayweather's too scared to fight him. So don't tell me about your speculations of what if Pacquiao and his team used the correct chain of events and the correct procedure of notifying USADA, notifying the Nevada State Athletic Commission of an injury. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is they didn't. So again, it's more excuses. And it's, I guess, so bothersome because I would have never expected this from Manny Pacquiao. A God-fearing man, very family-oriented. I seen Pacquiao, he's done it to a degree before. What I mean by that, the first Morales fight, he lost that fight, then he blamed it on the cut. He blamed it on not having the proper gloves because of a last-minute dispute, so he didn't get to wear his Cleto Reyes. But he still took it more like a slap on the wrist. I didn't see him go through these great lengths, him and his team, to bash Eric Morales and different things like that. Okay, Morales has a more flashy, entertaining style to you. Cool. But they still took the loss a bit better than this, right? Also, against the Marquez fight, a lot of people said Marquez didn't lose those 3 fights. They thought Marquez won some, if not all of them, right? Then they had the 4th fight, which was supposed to be the end-all, be-all to determine who was the best out of Marquez and Pacquiao. It was a good fight while it lasted. They both had knockdowns and they both had moments. Then, out of nowhere, Marquez lands a beautiful, perfectly timed right hand, knocking Pacquiao out. All of a sudden, after, we want a rematch. We want a 5th one. Check the link in the description. I will show you some of the interviews. Pacquiao specifically said, leading up to the fight, that this was it. This was the end-all, be-all. I'm going to fight Marquez for the 4th time. We're going for the kill. We're going for the knockout to prove once and for all who's the better fighter. And I want to rid the doubts of the people, right? And obviously you didn't do that because you got knocked out. It was a good fight and you looked good and you were winning the round where you got knocked out in, but you got knocked out. So I've seen excuses like this before, but this is beyond those things. And this is coming from the guy who's perceived as the good guy, the good spirit, the God-fearing man. The villain, Floyd Mayweather, didn't trash talk, gave Pacquiao props post-fight, said he's a tough competitor. I see why he was ranked this high. And then you're telling me the guy who lost and clearly lost can't even show one iota of credit. Like, Mayweather's good. He's faster than I thought. Nothing positive. It's just, oh, he ran. He's a good runner and he didn't sit still. And then you say you won. So it's like too many conflicting stories. Did you win the fight or were you unable to perform fully because you had the one arm? Those two things don't really coincide. Then you look at Timothy Bradley. I thought Pacquiao beat Bradley. He didn't look sensational, but I thought he did enough to beat Bradley in the first fight, and I thought he won the second fight, right? The judges said, you know what? Shock the world. And then they picked Bradley. Everyone's screaming robbery, right? Pacquiao took it like a champ. Like, he was like, people were crying and stuff. He said, no, this is what God wants. Don't cry. Don't cry. Watch the post fights. I'll put links for all this shit that I'm talking about. And he was like very humble in defeat. And it wasn't even really a defeat. You really lost to Mayweather. I don't care if you like the style or not. You clearly lost. In fact, I think Mosley's round 2 was better than any of Pacquiao's rounds. You know what I mean? Mosley genuinely had Floyd clinging on for dear life in the round 2. He hurt him twice in that round. Pacquiao, he caught Mayweather, woke him up. You could say he was hurt. Mayweather did what a responsible fighter does, a smart fighter, fell back into the ropes, let Pacquiao punch himself out a bit, had the Claude turtle shell tight defense. So obviously Pacquiao won that round, but Mayweather didn't absorb a lot of punishment because he had the real tight defense. That's why you see Pacquiao take a step back, because he realized all of his shots were not connecting. He wasn't able to follow up, if you will, because Mayweather had that tight defense. That's why he took the step back after he was unloading. And Mayweather, I don't know if it was that round, but at one point Pacquiao tries to flurry like do, and Mayweather shakes his head, nope, do, nope, because a lot of those shots weren't landing flush. They were partially blocked or whatever. So again, any way you slice it, this is a Team Pacquiao loss. Talking about what caused it and injuries and stuff like that, it's not going to get your belts back. It's not going to change the fact of what we've seen. And what we've seen is you didn't really do better than a lot of guys. Marcos Maidana had a better fight. Castillo, all of these guys had a better fight. People want to say, oh, Ego, you just care about Floyd. It has nothing to do with Floyd at this point. What it has something to do with is integrity. If you lost, be a man. Say, you know what, I lost. I want my get back. I want a rematch. Mayweather might do it, but when you disrespect somebody, why would they do anything to help you? You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying, man, I hate all my fucking fans. Fuck y'all. But hey, donate. Hey, can you donate to my channel? You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing for y'all no more. And you know what I'm saying? You guys didn't get me to the position that I'm at with the amount of subscribers I have. And I'm bad mouthing you guys, but then asking for donations. How does that make sense? Again, even if it's a legit injury, why would you send your man unprepared into a fight? They say Mayweather is arrogant. To me, that shows an arrogance if you think you're going to beat one of this generation's, if not the generation's best defensive wizard, maybe even boxing's best defensive guy in history, and you send your man in there with one arm expecting anything different. So let's say the injury is true. Why would you send him into battle like that? That makes no sense. And then cry about it after and say, this is the reason we lost. It just, no way you slice it makes sense. If I have a driver's test appointment with the DMV and I make an appointment the night before, I go out and get smashed and hung over the next day, and I got to go to my driver's test appointment, and then I fail as a result of being hungover, not mentally in the right space, in the right headspace, who is there to blame? Can I blame the DMV for making me fail the test and making me go out and get hungover and not telling them I'm not in a position to fulfill this appointment and I need to reschedule? No, you wouldn't blame the DMV. You would blame yourself. You can't even blame your friends. You can't say, oh, why'd you take me to this house party? You're a grown man. You're a grown woman. If you go to a house party and drink your brains out, that's no one else's fault. We're all adults here. So again, in closing, I can't say I blame Floyd Mayweather. Why would you, if someone's being a poor sport, why would you not give him credit? And the fans are even being a poor sport, not giving him credit. So why would you give him a rematch if this is to be the case? And lastly is, why would you give him a rematch when people said this was the thing that killed boxing, the worst fight I've ever spent money on, and I wasted $100? Why do you guys even want to see a rematch? You know what I'm saying? Again, you can always tell the truth from a lie based on what people say. The worst fight ever, but I want to see the rematch. Floyd's a chicken shit. He's a coward because he don't want to give him a rematch, even though a guy didn't declare his injury. Period. So I don't blame Floyd Mayweather. Truthfully, it is what it is. You guys can get mad, but you're not changing the programming. You're not going to make me feel. I could easily make pictures of Floyd with black eyes and all the fight, Danny Garcia getting beat up and punches, and put these as thumbnails because I know what fighters are heavily hated. I can have a cutout Erislandy Laura's face and put it on a track person's body because these are the people that, by and large groups of people talk shit about. You know what I mean? I can get Rigondeaux, Leo Santa Cruz. I make videos from the heart. I don't have to belittle or exaggerate the truth. I'm not going to do what you want me to do because you want me to do it. I'm going to be, and I always will be, truthful. Period. The end. Oh, say, can you see? I believe the children are future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Like I said before, these young boys can't beat me. Woo, woo, do, 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 do. Okay, he got a little bit of thump in his left hand. Nothing I ain't felt before. And just like that, I'm right back to business. Won. I know I won. Strap me up. Easy work. Strap me up. Tutu, I feel it's a good fight. But I feel I won the fight. Bullshit. I mean, wow. How did you think you won? We all had it for Mayweather. He moved. It's up to my promoter, Bob Adam. I believe I won the fight.
Try again, motherfucker.
I believe, Floyd, he doesn't, sit still. He keeps, moving. Try again, motherfucker. But my shoulder did not, recover.
Bullshit, motherfucker.